And this is a Fox News alert. It is a showdown with Syria. There are multiple reports that the administration is mulling over the option of using military force against the rogue regime in Damascus. Now, a senior U.S. official is telling Fox News tonight that if this does happen, the attack will likely last hours and not days, and that the window to strike is now open. Plus, a Pentagon official confirms that the plans in place at this hour do not include a regime change in Damascus. Now, we're also monitoring the situation on the ground in Israel. Now, their officials are concerned that the Assad regime might attack that nation in retaliation for a U.S. strike. By the way, that's something that Iran has threatened to do as well. Some Israelis are preparing for the worst. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said if his country is in fact targeted, quote, "we will respond, and we will respond with force." Joining me now from the White House with more on this developing story, Fox News Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry is with us. Ed, what's going on in Washington?
Well, good evening, Sean. Some major decisions being weighed at the White House here tonight, series of meetings throughout the day. And as Syrian officials today vowed that they would fight any U.S. attack at all cost, Vice President Joe Biden joined the chorus of top officials here in the administration saying today that President Assad in Syria was responsible for these chemical attacks. And Vice President Biden suggested there may be unilateral action that could be imminent without congressional or UN approval. Now, that's interesting because back in the 2008 presidential campaign, candidate Biden said if then President Bush attacked Iran without congressional approval, he should be impeached. That's what then Senator Joe Biden said. The Boston Globe also, we checked this, gave all of the candidates in 2008 questionnaires for written questions, and we checked them, and one focused on whether a president could bomb Iran without authorization from Congress. Then Senator Obama answered that question by saying, quote, "The president does not have power under the Constitution to unilaterally authorize a military attack in a situation that does not involve stopping an actual or imminent threat to the nation." I pressed Jay Carney on that point today in the daily briefing, and also, meanwhile, Republicans like John McCain tonight are saying if there is going to be military action, it cannot just be a symbolic action, the president's rhetoric about a red line. It's got to be serious action that actually decimates Assad's military. Take a listen.
Do you believe that exists right now, an actual or imminent threat to the United States?
I believe that absolutely allowing the use of chemical weapons on a significant scale to take place without a response would present a significant challenge to, or threat to, the United States national security interests.
And if it's simply that we launch some cruise missiles and do that for 3 days and not have a significant effect on the momentum on the battlefield, it'll have an unhelpful effect. But if we do it right, and we get the momentum back on shifted to our freedom fighters.
Now, tonight there are some Democrats who are sharply disagreeing with Jay Carney's claim that this would be in the U.S. national security interest to attack Syria without congressional approval. Congresswoman Barbara Lee, you'll remember, she was the only member of Congress in either party to vote against the Afghanistan war. She's saying tonight there needs to be a debate and vote in Congress. I'm told by top Obama officials that there will not be such a debate and vote in Congress, but they stress here tonight the president has been consulting with key lawmakers in both parties and also reaching out on the phone, in fact, tonight with the British Prime Minister David Cameron, other key European allies. They believe inside the White House they're building a coalition for military action. We expect that action within the next few days, Sean.
All right, Ed, great reporting from the White House tonight. Thank you very much.